Hey, what's up, guys? This is Comic Book Bob. This is just going to be a real quick first reaction video. I just got back from watching Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I was pleasantly surprised. Sony's record as of late has not been great. The last decent movie they put out was the Venom movie, which was kind of lukewarm at best. I saw it. It was okay. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. It's one of those movies that I put into this category where you can do it without Spider-Man, but you probably shouldn't. Like I said, the bar has been lowered quite a bit for Sony. I know a lot of Venom fans were just glad to have a version of Venom that didn't completely suck, but Venom was not, if Venom's the bar is still pretty low. That being said, I was very, very surprised by how good this movie was. I'm actually a fan of Miles Morales Spider-Man. I liked him when he was first introduced. He hasn't been used very good lately, in my personal opinion, but when he first came out, I was actually really into the character. The character was very interesting. It was a very different take. I don't like the fact that they put him into they've taken all the Spider characters and they're all in the same universe now. I think that they work better when they're in their own universes, because when they're in their own universes, they're special and they're more relevant. When there's too many Spider people around, I think they dilute each other. I also think that there's way too many of them. I think there should only be 3. I think it should be Peter, Miles, and Gwen, and that's it. I know there's some fans of the other versions, but and if you want to do the Spider-Verse thing like they did with this movie, that's perfectly fine. But as far as like the main comics that Marvel puts out, I think there should only be the 3, because it's like I've actually used this example a couple of times because I'm a freaking nerd, but it's like that line that Syndrome says in the first Incredibles movie, and that is, when everybody's super, nobody is. Well, when everybody's Spider-Man, Spider-Man isn't relevant. He doesn't matter. And I really wish that they toned it down a little bit. Again, I think they missed a golden opportunity to use Miles to be the center of a reborn Ultimate universe. And I do think that the characters are more relevant when they are in their separate universes. But that being said, I do like Miles. I think Miles is an interesting character, and I really liked him he was the best part, in my personal opinion, of the Ultimate Universe. And as of course, this movie focuses on Miles as the central character, and the version that they use in this movie is very similar to the version that first came out back in when the Ultimate Universe was still around. And this movie was interesting. It was fun. The animation style was really interesting and cool. It was kind of like a cross between CGI and kind of had like a stop motion action feel to it as well. And I thought that was really cool. The voice acting was very, very good. I'm going to butcher these names, by the way. Shamik Moore, who did the voice for Miles Morales, was about as perfect as you can get. And surprisingly enough, the dude is like 26, 27 years old. So Jake Johnson and Chris Pine both did the voices for Peter Parker from the different respective universes that he came from. Haley Steinfeld did the voice for Gwen Stacy, for Spider-Gwen. The other Spider voices were done by John Mulaney, who did Spider-Ham, which is probably the one part of the movie that kind of bothered me, because he was just kind of goofy. But then again, this is an animated movie. It's aimed largely at kids. It's going to be a little goofy. Kimiko Glenn does the voice for Penny Parker, who's the little I call her this movie's version of Diva. She's the little Asian girl with the mech. And then my favorite part of the whole thing was Nicolas Cage doing the voice for Spider-Noir, which was really cool. Liv Schreiber does the voice for Kingpin, who's the main villain. And I always butcher his name, and I hate that because he's such a great actor. He deserves better than that. Mahershala Ali does Miles' uncle, who does play a big part in the movie. his star is pretty much really big and on the rise. He played Cottonmouth in the Luke Cage film, so there's another comic book connection right there. He's going to be the main focus of the new season of True Detective. He was also in that old show 4400. That's where I remember him from initially. And he was just in the movie Moonlight a few years ago. That I can't remember if he won the Academy Award for that or not. But that's really cool. There's a lot of voice actors in this. Zoe Kravitz is in it. Lily Tomlin plays Aunt May. I think someone said that I can't remember what the character is, but someone said Post Malone does a voice of one of the people on the street. There's a lot of little voice actor, like a lot of celebrities doing little voices here and there in this. Stan Lee, of course, makes an appearance. It was a very bittersweet moment in the movie, to be honest. It made you remember a little bit, and it was kind of nice. It was kind of nice. It was kind of nice, but at the same time, it was kind of like, it's a little soon after. But the tone of the movie is very light, which is good because again, it is aimed for kids. There are a few dramatic moments in the movie, but they don't get so dark that it becomes depressing. It's very much in the vein of what Spider-Man is supposed to be. Spider-Man is supposed to be very uplifting. It's supposed to be very very positive. And as a movie, it is. And the handling of the different characters was really good. Doesn't get real preachy. There are a few moments in it that they kind of like, trying to hammer home the lesson. But it doesn't get real bad. It doesn't get real bad, and that's good. Keep it light, keep it fun. And that's the best word I can use to describe this movie, is that it is fun. So if you have kids, or if you're just a big comic book nerd, it's a good movie to go see. I give it a solid B+. This is definitely a step up for Sony, and one would hope that this is more of the future of what Sony does with the Spider-Man franchise. If they're not going to give it back to Marvel, at least, put effort into it and try to make a good product. But yeah, I give this is definitely a lot of fun. And if you're a Spider-Man fan, if you want to see a good comic book movie, the advertisement and stuff for this was very low key, so I was actually kind of surprised by that. I mean, it's not that people didn't know it was coming out. They didn't really push it real hard. And I'm not sof why. Because this is definitely, if you market this towards kids, man, this could be huge. This definitely has kind of that lighthearted, almost a Pixar feel to it as far as the story goes. But yeah, I liked it, really liked it, and I'm glad to see that this is the direction that they're going, and that Sony's definitely improving. So hopefully this is this is the shade of things to come. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. If you guys go see it, let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Why did you like it? Why didn't you like it? Do you want to see this kind of content, more of it? And I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take care. Bye-bye.